Our school participates in the Renaissance Accelerated Reader Program, commonly called AR. AR is a student reading motivation program that is for 3rd through 5th grade. The middle school also runs their own program, but you will want to talk to them about it as they use it for a grade and we use it more at the elementary level for motivating readers. Accelerated Reader has a very specific link. Please know that you can only get to our AR if you are at this number. It is easy to get there if you go through the district website, Dallas School District, Welcome to Our School District, Elementary Resources, and A for Accelerated Reader. You can also access it through L for Library, Library website, and there's a link to a fact page for your parents, AR login for you, and AR book finder to search for books, and it tells you how many points everything is. Your teacher may also have a link for you. Googling does not work. Please do not Google AR. Every school that uses AR has a different number, and if you Google, you may end up on another school's website, and you'll be wondering why you can't log in. It's because it's not our site. So please make sure you go one of the specific pathways to get there. Accelerated Reader is an independent reading program that we use. It's designed to motivate, manage, and monitor students' literature-based reading, which is a fancy way of saying you read the books that you want to read, and you earn points for it. Please make sure you are choosing books that you are comfortable reading. They're not too easy, and they're not too hard. If you need assistance in choosing books that are at the right level, please see your teacher or please see the librarian. To take an AR test, first you need to pick a book. After you read the book, you will have some free time available in your classroom or during reading class or library class to take your test. The quiz is usually 5 through 10 questions, and you must take it on a school computer. Accelerated Reader tests cannot be taken from home. In our library, the library program actually shows you which books are AR. You can also check any book that you have at your house by going to that AR book finder. AR Book Finder shows every book in the world that has AR points associated with it. So if you have a book at your house and you want to know if it is AR, you can go to Accelerated Reader and you can type in the title of the book. And this will tell you the name of the book, the quiz number. EN stands for English. If you take a test that says SP, please know that's in Spanish. It will tell you the book level. It says it's recommended for 4th graders, but if you are somebody who is comfortable reading the book, you've read some chapters already, you can certainly continue. And it also tells you how many points. Please know that points are based on 100%. If you get 100% on this book, you will get 6 points. For every question you get wrong, you lose points. You do not get the full amount. It will also average your test scores. So you want to make sure you're taking tests on books that you were comfortable and confident in reading. Once you take a test, it is saved to your account. You cannot retake it in 4th grade or 5th grade. or in the middle school. So please, again, read something that you know that you can understand and do well on. Save the big books for later on when your reading goals are a lot higher. If you were on the library website, in our catalog, I'll jump on Wycalis for a moment. If you're searching for a book in the library, of course, Miss Mercy Watson. It will actually tell you the reading level and how many points. Searching through the library website shows you books that we have. Searching through AR Book Finder will show you points for any book. So if it's something that you have at your house or Barnes & Noble or Amazon, you will want to use the AR Book Finder. Once you've read your book, I suggest talking it over with a family member. If you feel like you can explain the plot very well to your family member, you sound like you're ready to take your test. To take your test, you can choose Accelerated Reader AR Login from the A section of the elementary resources or from the library site. On it, choose I am a student. Your login is your graduation year, your first initial, and your last name. Your password is your lunch number, usually starting with a 9. If you do not know your number, please see your teacher or the librarian. We have access to it. Once you log in, it looks a little bit like this. You have an option to find a book, read an article, or take a quiz. Some of your teachers may use the read an article section. They may assign you some non-fiction reading for your reading classes, but for AR, you want to take a quiz or find a book. If you click Take a Quiz, it will give you an option to search for the book you just read. I usually tell the students they don't need to type the full title in. The first couple of words from the title are usually acceptable. The longer you type, the more chances of a typo. So the first couple of words of the title, Mercy Watson Princess, should bring up Mercy Watson Princess in Disguise. It tells you that this test is a 2.7 reading level, so high second grade book. It tells you that it is a fiction book. It also reminds you that this is an English book. You have the options of listening to the test with your headphones or just reading it. A little blurb. You want to verify you are taking the right test. Also want to verify that you are taking a reading practice quiz. Only reading practice will gain you AR points. I know it says the word practice, but reading practice means that you are practicing your reading comprehension skills, and you will earn points for that. If it is a vocabulary quiz, you can certainly take them for fun. I love vocab, but you will not earn points for it. It gives you an option of answering a question. How did you read the book? Did someone read it to you? Did you read it with someone back and forth? Or did you read it by yourself? Generally, you will choose I read it by myself. In this case, of course, Mercy Watson was read to us, so we will click on I was read to. Recorded voice, if you have headphones, you may choose that. If not, please leave it off. And then you can start the quiz. Shorter books will have 5 questions, and longer books will have 10. Here's an example of what an AR question looks like. For Mercy Watson, Princess in Disguise, question number 2, what was Mercy's favorite treat of all? Please read all of the options before you choose. A. French toast dripping with syrup. B. Marshmallow cream spread on white bread. C. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich with more jelly than peanut butter. Or D. Toast with a great deal of butter. Once you have read over the options, you can choose the correct answer. And hit next. You cannot hit back. So after you have chosen the answer, you move forward. There is no back. Clicking on Stop Quiz will allow your teacher to type in a password and allow you to stop the quiz completely. It will not be under your account anymore. You can only do this while you are taking the test. If you would like to stop it for a short amount of time, but leave off on the question you were on, you can just close out of the AR program, and the next time you log in, you will still be on question 3 of 10. So if you are feeling like this is not the test for you at all, you can stop quiz. And if you've just run out of time, or you would like to review your book a little bit, you can close AR and reopen it later and continue on with your test. Completed the test, you have a little report that shows you your score. You've received 100%, the points you earned. Again, if you do not get 100%, you will not get a full 0.5. It'll just go down and down. Pretty cool. It tells you how many words were in the book. You also have the option, if I go back to find my next book, will probably get me there. When you click on progress, you will see how you are doing so far. See the end of the marking period, your percentage, of course, the closer to 100, the better, the points you have earned, and the points that your teacher would like you to get by the end of the marking period. As you test, this will fill in closer to your goal. Your goal is decided by your classroom teacher, so if you have any issues with it or any questions, please see her. It also tells you the average level of books that you've been testing on. So if you are having issues, if your percentage is not near 100, you may want to look at your book average. Perhaps you are reading books that are not at your reading level, and you might want to bump your reading down a little bit for reading level. It tells you how many books you've read, how many words you have read. That's pretty cool. If you've read mostly fiction or nonfiction. You can also click on Bookshelf, and it will show you every book you have taken a test on. I stated earlier that once you take a test, it is recorded and it will stay with you. So as you read, this list will get longer. You can see exactly when you took the test and what you got on the test. And you will not be able to retest on that book. So I will repeat my advice from earlier. Please make sure you are really ready to test before you log into AR. Once you test, it is on your report. You may not use that test again. Students who make their reading point goal and their reading average goal will get to participate in an extra activity every marking period. Activities are chosen by the reading teachers and the classroom teachers. Such activities in the past have included extra recesses, movie days, a hayride, a squirt gun party at the end of the year. Students who do not make their AR goal will continue reading during that time instead to give them a head start on their next marking period. If you have any questions about your goals, please see your classroom teacher. If you're having issues with a quiz, please see me.